So last night on Big Brother was the finale, the ending of the temptation task. Finally, because it's been going on like all week and it's just far too long. So what happened? Well, I can't remember the first lineup, but I think it was Jackson, Letitia, Laura, and Sam. I think it was Sam. And it was a video message from Jackson's son and from Letitia's daughter. And it was probably the most touching thing on this whole season of Big Brother so far. Letitia's daughter is the cutest little girl. She was like just starting learning how to walk, and I guess Letitia hadn't seen that yet, and she was in tears. It was really emotional. It was really good. It was really good. And Jackson's son is like the cutest little boy ever. He has this curly little blonde hair, and he did like this little fist hand pump thing. It was so cute. Jackson was a ball of tears also, just crying and crying and a mess, and it was beautiful. It was really touching. And so, but you know, before that happened, Jackson was kind of apprehensive about, because they all kind of knew. He was like, all right, they're going to have my son out there, or like a phone call or something. So, you know, when it came time to press the button, he was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not going to do it. It's that I have to keep the points for the house. What if someone else in the house needs to do something and see their family? I'm not going to push the button. So he like turns around and he like has his hand on his face, and then he like presses the button from behind him. Like, it was really good. It was good TV, and they were playing Halo by Beyonce the whole time in the background just to add to the drama. And so yeah, that was good. And then what else happened? The next task thing, not the next task, but the next person, I think it was Alex. He got like, his sister came and I guess he pushed the button and lost more points, and he got to see his sister and talk to his sister, and they showed literally 1.5 seconds of their conversation. I don't know why the producers don't like. Well, actually, I do think I know why. It's because they don't show Alex. It's because when they do, they showed him a little bit this episode, and when they do try to show Alex, you cannot fucking understand what he's saying. I don't know if it's because I'm American and I just can't understand his accent, but I can understand everyone else in that house perfectly fine. But Alex, they showed him like 3 times tonight, or 3 or 4 times tonight, and each time he was like, I had no idea what he was saying, and I don't think other people knew what he was saying either. They were just like, yeah, ha ha ha, okay, whatever. Because, what are you saying? Oh, well, so yeah, he saw his sister, and then like the last part of the task was for Evelyn, Chelsea, Jane, and Evelyn, Chelsea, Jane. Oh my gosh, I can never fucking remember the last person. Evelyn, Chelsea, James, and Jane. James? Who the fuck is James? Evelyn, Jane, Chelsea, and Charlie. Charlie. They got a phone call from their people back home. That was their like points, and if they decided to do that, then the points would be taken away. And they only had 20 points left, and like each person represents 5 points if they were to push the button, and they all pushed the button, all 4 of them. So 4 times 5 is 20. They don't have any points left. All the points are gone. They lost the shopping task or whatever it's called. They lost it. But you know, they all got their phone calls. Chelsea and Jane and Evelyn and Charlie. And before it was funny because when they were like still talking to Jane on the stand, they were like, Jane, your nephew is on the phone. You can decide to push the button if you want. And like, she was like about to push the button, and Evelyn pushes her button before Big Brother even starts talking to her. She's like, I don't even care who it is. I just want to fucking talk to someone. So Evelyn pushes her button and she turns around and they're like, okay, Chelsea, we have your daughter on the phone, and Charlie, we have your best friend from back home on the phone. So they all press a button. They all talk to their people. And not Chelsea. Jane's nephew told her to watch out for Chelsea because he's going around. He's going behind her back and starting fake or telling a twisted version of the truth to the housemate. So pretty much, he's saying that Chelsea is going around and telling lies about Jane to the house, which, yeah, I think so too. I still want to know what the hell is going on with them. What is going on? Why? How do they know each other? Obviously, they've hooked up, but they're not trying to say it because I think Chelsea's in a new relationship or because Chelsea's kids or something. Something has happened, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of it. But I don't think they're going to get to it. I don't think we're going to get to it on the show. So, but oh well. And what else? Charlie said her friend told her to watch out for Jason because he's a game player. Evelyn's dad, they didn't really talk much. She was like fake crying the whole time. And yeah, Chelsea spoke to his daughter. Whatever. So yeah, they lost it, but they lost the thing. But they all, at least everyone except Jason, pushed the button, and like, I mean, he could have to play with his dog, but I mean, he should have looking back because they would have lost the challenge anyway, I guess. But he was the only one who didn't do it. So I mean, he should really be the winner of the challenge, and everyone else. I feel like Jason should get like how sometimes they like single someone out if everyone else fucks up, and if one person did something the correct way, they get like this great prize. They should do that for Jason because he was like the only one who didn't, fuck up the task, even though they won. And so this makes me think, you know how usually towards the end of the season, they do like the letters from home challenge, some kind of letter challenge where they're like, they might shred someone's letter, or someone might not get a letter, but someone else will over them or something. This makes me think they're not going to do that now because this was basically that. So we will see. Okay, so this is like the main part of the episode right here. There's little pieces of glass all over me because of my busted fucking phone. I'm getting a new phone. My friend is sending me her old phone. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. And I can't wait to not have glass all in my hands all the time and all over my body. No, but so I had to stop the video because I had to go back and look and remind myself of what had happened last night with Andy flipping out and freaking out and having a mental breakdown of extra levels for nothing. I had to go back and rewatch. It's hot all the time in my house. So he's in the garden. Everybody's in the garden. They're out having a cigarette. Huey and Ryan are like, hey, we have some news. We're engaged. We're married. It's a prank. It's a practical joke. Everyone, they're like, are you guys for real? And they're like, yeah. And everyone knows they're just fucking kidding. It's Ryan and Huey. They're clowns. Like, you can't take anything they say seriously. And Andy is like, you can see the look on his face. He's like, he would like wants to smile, but he's mad. And he's like, at first he's like, well, I'm happy for you if it's real or some shit. If you're being serious, then congratulations or some shit. Being so fucking two-faced and fake and all that shit that Andy is. Then he gets up and he's like, look, I'm not mad or anything. I just need to go have a cigarette. I just need to go find my cigarettes or something. So he gets up and he pats Huey on the head, so condescending and patronizing like he is, and walks away into the bedroom. He slams or he pushes the door open real hard. And Jackson's like, you all right, mate? And he's like, no, I'm not all right. Huey and Ryan just out there making a mockery out of marriage, out of gay marriage and stuff. Was basically what he was saying. That's not what he said, verbatim, but that's basically what he was saying. He was like, millions of people have fought and died and all this stuff for gay marriage, which, yes, is absolutely true. So many people have fought for the right for us to be able to get married to each other and to express our love freely. But what Ryan and Huey did had nothing to do with that. It was a practical fucking innocent prank, not intended to offend anyone, like nobody. But Andy is he's mad. He's mad because I feel like Andy is only mad because this is taking away from his little shine that he got a couple of days ago when his boyfriend came in and proposed to him. He probably feels like once he realized that they were making a joke, he probably felt like the joke was about him or that they were mocking him or something. That's why I think Andy is getting mad. And it has nothing to do with the gay rights movement. But like, oh my God, Andy, seriously? Really, Andy? You just backed yourself into a corner. Now you look a damn fool. And you're probably going to go home tomorrow on eviction. Please, God, please leave the house. I am so tired of him. I want him to be evicted and to not go to the other house or to not linger in some other bedroom. Or I want him to go and to be out of the house and to be done with and forgotten about. He's like the most boring wet blanket, sourpuss face, fucking frown man. I'm so ready for him to go. He's like the dark cloud over the fucking house. His boyfriend can come in though. His boyfriend seemed a little over the top and kind of annoying too, but just a whole different energy than Andy. And I'm just like, how do y'all even fucking get along? Like, y'all so different. But, yeah, I'm going to stop bitching about Andy because I think he's going to go home tomorrow. And I hope that he does. Actually, I don't want him to get evicted. I want the housemates to turn on him so bad that he fucking gets upset so bad that he like quits and he's like crying and running out the house and he breaks the hatch and he's like and he's like running down the camera run, and I hope they show all that, and I want him to have like an awful time in the house.